त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्. Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. The mantra that you just heard is called the Mahamrityunjay mantra. This mantra is used to conquer the fear of death, or usually it is used in the transition period when a soul is about to leave the body, or when the soul is refusing to leave the body, is when this mantra is used, so that the person who is there in that situation is not afraid of death anymore. So you'll come across a lot of people who are afraid of death. Mostly, I would say mostly everyone is afraid of death because they don't know the unknown, but life of the soul truly begins after death of this body happens. So why are we programmed to fear death? It's so that we can be stuck in the cycle of birth and rebirth. There's a lot of times when a patient or somebody who is in a state of coma, so there's a belief that now this soul is refusing to leave the body because the soul knows that now it's going to be stuck into another form of life, which is the cycle of birth and rebirth, and it's refusing to leave this body. It's seen already, it's been shown already that this is what now you will go through in your next life. This is why they're stuck in that situation which is called coma. So here in our culture, we start reciting this mantra, the Mahamrityunjay mantra, so that the soul can depart in peace. It is also used, let's say if you're traveling, you start reciting this, so an unwanted death, an unwanted accident is avoided because of this mantra. But basically, this is to deprogram us from the fear of death, from fear of going back to where we belong, is into the Supreme Soul. A soul comes from the Supreme Soul, and now it's time for us to go back home. But somehow this body is programmed to fear it. Now, this is not the only time that you can use this mantra. 99.9% of the time you will be told that this mantra is used to conquer the fear of death. The transition becomes easier. Yes, it is true. But if you go to see in our day-to-day life, when you're wanting something new, that means a death of that previous situation has to happen. So let's say now if everyone's fear of the word is not comfortable with the word death, let's call it an ending. Today you're looking for a new job, you're trying to manifest it, you're working too hard towards it. That death of that old job has to happen for you to move on to the next one. This is why that subconscious mind is not letting this job go, is not letting this relationship go. You want the most beautiful relationship, you're stuck in a toxic relationship, but that fear of death, that fear of ending of this relationship is not letting you move on. You're in that state of coma. You're stuck over there. You want something new, but you're refusing to leave this because of this programming of fearing death, which means fearing an ending. Now you think about it, every situation in your life that you want new, you want something new to come, you want to become rich, you want to become famous, but that subconscious mind is afraid of the new and is now keeping you stuck, not letting the death happen. It's making you fear that ending. This is why a lot of people are stuck in their jobs. This is why a lot of people are stuck in the poverty. A lot of people are stuck in bad relationship, a toxic relationship. You're just not letting go of it. You know it's not good for you. You're doing every other thing, trying to manifest, do every other possible thing, but then you're always finding your comfort in that because the programming. This is how we are programmed to fear death, not in the larger picture, but even in the small things that we're trying to manifest in our life, we're trying to achieve in our life. A death and ending has to happen for us to move on. But we are so comfortable in it because we are programmed for it. So this mantra, Mahamrityunjay mantra, is a mantra to deprogram you from the fear of death. Once you start reciting this, new starts happening automatically. You have all the capability, you have all the knowledge, you have all the power to manifest. You're doing the right techniques, but still not happening. This is why it's not happening. Because every other atom in your body is now fearing the new, is now fearing death, the ending. So even if you forget about the new, the ending, they're afraid of it. So this recharges it completely, that no, you're ready for the new. Similarly, when somebody is sick and somebody is going to be passing on, you start reciting this. Not only their fear of death, but your fear of losing somebody. Your fear of losing somebody will also be deprogrammed. That, yeah, this person is going back home. It's not going anywhere else. It's not going to an unknown place. Home. Life begins after this body dies. So this is the importance, this is the true importance of this mantra called the Mahamrityunjay mantra. To conquer your fear of death, not only the larger picture, but even in the small area of your life that you're trying to look for a new beginning. The end of the current situation is important. Unless then, you're just in a state of coma. So I'll pin it up. I'll pin up this mantra, the gist of the meaning of this mantra, and I'll even make a short so everyone can chant this mantra with me. Please try this out. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Until I see you again, have a good life. Namaste.